What up, Dow? And welcome to the Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, presented by Lions Nation Unite. My man Jim is out today, so get well, Jim. He's a little under the weather, so we're going to hold it down for him right here on the show. Today, we're going to talk about Taylor Decker said he's pissed, man, to the high level of pisstivity. Then we're going to talk about Penei Sewell holding it down at right tackle. Go get PFF grades, and Dan Campbell called those plays on Sunday. But now it's time to bring in my man. You know who he is. The lady love him. My man, LL Cool Tones. What's up, my dude?
What's up, everybody? And good morning, Proud Nation. What's going on, Mike Jones?
Hey, who? Coach Jones. Who was Coach Mike Jones? I'm back, baby.
Hey, let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let go.
It's Detroit Lions Talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. And we're going to start this one off. We're going to kick it over to my main man, Curt.
All right, Proud Nation. You know, Taylor Decker got on the media yesterday. He was hot. He's like, don't be talking about trading me. He pissed off like, you know who I am? We gotta put some respect on my name, dog. Don't be talking about trading me. And I think it's because of the fact that he may have had opportunities to go other places. He's like, look, I want to be in Detroit. I want to be part of this rebuild, and I want to be a cornerstone. And I signed this extension not too long ago. So why are you talking about trading me? And we've had those trade talk scenarios here on the show. But I think my man, he was a little upset. I'm like, damn. Hey, man, don't be talking about me like that. Because my thing is, right, he's giving his heart to Detroit. And I think that he's saying that, hey, I want to be here. I want to do my thing here. I signed to stay on. So why? And I even gave y'all, the discount double check on the contract. So I gave you the hometown discount, and y'all talk about trading me in the media here. So do you think he is right to be upset, LL?
I understand it. And as I will say this, that is honorable. That is honorable than a mug. I've already brought up what Damon Harrison said about, a guy that retired to get away from us. Don't forget that part. But he said, things is going to change for you guys in a positive way. And then we got Taylor Decker, who was one of the first ones to go along with that, with those trade suggestions, only if we got, a blockbuster deal. But I could completely understand. And he like, look, man, I want to see this one through. I want to be here when it goes good. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly how I am. I yell at all my friends. They get to talking. Any given point, whenever the Lions do anything bad, they could play good the entire first half. Right before the half, they do something bad, they get a text, the effing Lions. It's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I get it. But y'all, we know how this thing is going to go once they're good. We're going to be high-fiving again in bars. You know what I'm saying? Acting like we've been Lions fans for all of our lives. So, let's all take a page from Taylor Decker and just stay down, man. Stay down until you come up.
I feel like, you know what, man? I feel like Taylor Decker did bring it upon himself. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. You can't play that good your rookie season and then not play that good again until your contract season. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that gap. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that 3-year gap in between your big play. So people from Detroit want consistency, right? And they're like, okay, here. Who else got ran out of town? Kind of. They say they got traded, but who else got left who starts good and ends good? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say no names, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying you have to show a body of work and not just have good feet and good head, because this part got to get to working. You know what I'm saying? So no, I understand what Taylor Decker's saying, but at the same time, man, you brought it upon yourself. So
That's a good point of view. That's a good point of view.
Good point of view. I think that I think he wants to be here. I think he was a little bit peeved that, he was like, you haven't even seen me play this season, and you talk about trading me for this rookie because I've been on the show. But hey, the family discussion topic for today is, does Taylor Decker have a point? You let us know in the comments down below. You know what we do. We pick 6 of them from each previous show, and they appear on the next episode of the show. So go ahead and leave your comments down below for the family discussion topic. Hey, does Taylor Decker have a point? Does he have a right to be upset? Hey, you know what it is. Subscribe to the channel. We're on the march to 4,000 because we hit that 3,000 mark a couple of days ago. So go ahead. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Get on the bus, Gus. Get on this train, Wayne. And you know how we do it. Get on the ride, Clyde. And get with us and join Prowl Nation. That march to 4,000 is on and popping. So now it's time for my discussion, my news and rumors topic for today. My man Penei Sewell said, man, I ain't flinching. I ain't no punk. He went over to the right tackle position and held it down. Had a really good game versus the Steelers, and they have a really good defensive front. So Taylor Decker, in 29 pass attempts, pass blocking downs, dude allowed 0 pressures and 0 sacks. And a lot of people said it was gonna be a back step for him because he struggled at right tackle in the preseason and he was getting comfortable at left tackle. My man was out there road grading in the passing game, in the run game. He was out there just blocking people up, getting out there on screens. That one screen, I think that was that really, I blame that on Goff. He kind of held that ball a little bit too long for him to try to get out there. They asked him a lot for that one, but he held his own. Right. Penei Sewell is said, I'm a tackle, I'm a player, I'm a ball out wherever you put me on this offensive line. I'm liking number 58, like my man LL said, I might have to go get me a Penei Sewell jersey. What do you guys think about his play at right tackle on Sunday?
You know what? I liked it, man, because seeing a 330-pound man continuously climb to the second level and get blocks. I seen him block that backside linebacker on runs to the left many a times, and really on that last drive where DeAndre Swift, when he ran down, he got like inside the 10. I think it was inside the 10. Penei Sewell blocked that backside linebacker and stopped him from flowing to actually get the DeAndre Swift to even stop him from getting downfield. So, I think he just needed to move to left, get his feet underneath him, and then he can move to right and be like, oh, it's a little bit easier over here. You know what I'm saying? So, right.
That's what I always believe, that the right tackle is easier than the left tackle, depending on the handling of the quarterback. That depends on who the blind side you got. But Penei Sewell, I thought out of college he looked more like a right tackle because he goes forward better, like, as far as in the run game and the screens and stuff like that. And that's what he was looking like a lot on Sunday. He was getting out there, moving around, just showing how big and how fast he actually is. And that's, man, it was I don't want to say shocking, but it was nice to see. I'll say that. And then like seeing him on the sidelines barking and talking junk, him and Jonah Jackson, I like it, man. It's showing that, at least he likes it here, even though we got a tie on the season and no wins, but he's not giving up, and this is what we're going to have going forward. And, of course, another one, the offensive line looked superb with him back there. I know we ended up giving up a couple sacks, but it wasn't his fault.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, if you want to get yourself some Salute to Service gear, because, I'm rocking that right now. It's Salute to Service month. I got to shout out all my military veterans like myself. I served in that Army for 26 years. Go over to fanatics.com and get yourself some Salute to Service gear. 100% of the proceeds go to veterans organizations like Wounded Warriors, the Pat Tillman Foundation, TAPS, and other nonprofit military veteran organizations. So go over there to Fanatics. The link is in the description below and get yourself some Salute to Service gear. Now it's time for, I think my man, Big Mike Jones. Coach Jones, what you got on Dan Campbell, my man?
Man, I think a lot of us noticed right away, right, the heavy formation that Dan Campbell implied, that he put on. And we liked it, man. You know what? We can't always be pretty, extravagant formations like the Matt Stafford era, right? This is ground and pound football right now, okay? So, and if you look at it, you remember Jacksonville Jaguars, right, when they had Blaine Gabbert? You know what I'm saying? When the Buffalo Bills, the Buffalo Bills before Josh Allen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we got to get back to that type of football because, unfortunately, Jared Goff just ain't that guy. You know what I'm saying? And I thought he would be, and that's, but he's not that guy. But the only downfall of that is we got to run play action early. I think on the first drive, like at least twice, we got to run play action to have them sit back and respect it so they can't just key in on the run. And the second and the most biggest thing is, how does Anthony Lynn feel about him having the play calling duties taken away from him? He went from a head coach, right, to you can't even call the plays on the worst squad in the NFL. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about how he feeling about that, man. So, you know, what y'all think about that, man?
As far as Anthony Lynn, I personally wouldn't feel that bad just knowing I probably was calling decent plays, but I had, golf back there. So it ain't much you could do with that. But I liked it overall. I really liked what I saw. I'm with you. I wish that we could have sprinkled in a little bit more play action or something, just to keep in mind and just to, I guess, open the field up some, move the ball a little bit faster. But I understand. I completely understand. It's Jared Goff, baby. We over on LNU, they were saying the golf fence and everything like that. We coined the phrase here, third and golf and all that good stuff. So it's too many bad things swirling around Jared Goff and whatever was going on with the play calling, whether it was decent plays or not. And even then, even on Sunday, I'm certain you guys all seen it as well. And the times that he was allowed to drop back and pass, he's still throwing to the wrong guy. So it's like, so I don't blame Dan Campbell or Anthony Lynn or whoever decided to not let him do much on Sunday.
Yeah. My thing is, if we get my man Jamal Williams back, that's going to be a really, really potent running attack, running those heavy sets and just being a ground and pound game. Ooh. I like that move by Dan Campbell. I'm loving what I saw. It just hurt that Matt Nelson got hurt, so we gotta get Hank Fraley to get the young fella Holden up to speed. Hey, speaking of Lions Station Unite, go over and check out that app, brother. Hey, we all over there hanging out. Lions Station Unite, my man Herman Moore doing some big things over there. So go over and hang out. It's a really good app. We're brought to you by them. So go and check it out. Lions Nation Unite. I said it. It's the ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. Now, I got to go to my dude. The women want him. The men want to be him. My man, LL Cool Torrance. What you got for your news and rumors topics, my guy?
I want to let everybody. I was waiting for you. I don't know why I thought you were setting up Mike. And I was about to say who, and that would have been really bad for me.
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
But no, thank you for that, Kurt. So we, here we call them pro football farce, but I was looking around and seen a couple headlines about our best and worst PFF grades from week 10. I don't really want to talk about the worst because I believe we already know some of the worst, but let's just talk about the best. On offense, our best performers as far as PFF goes was our favorite guy from this past week, Matt Nelson, coming in at 75.2. The next one is our other favorite guy from this past week, right tackle, Penei Sewell, coming in at 72.9. Tight end Brock Wright came in third at 76.5. Amon-Ra St. Brown at number 4 with 61.4. And right guard Big V came in at 58.6. Shout out to those guys because, of course, some of those names on that list, we hated before. I hated, but I speak for myself. Hated, we spoke very negatively about, but good thing to see. I actually seen a bunch of people tweeting and talking about Brock Wright and saying Brock Wright can block. Love it, man. Love it, love it, love it. And, of course, you already know, I think he's Dan Campbell might take a liking to him because he probably sees a lot of himself in him. I think I might either Jim or Kurt might have said that before. Yeah. But go ahead.
Yeah, and he wears his old number in Detroit. He wears 89 he did, Dan Campbell wore Detroit.
So maybe in generations to come, he might come back and be our coach or something. But top performers on the defensive side of the ball is a newcomer and newly activated or pushed up to actually playing is cornerback Mark Gilbert. Mark Gilbert, who we got from the Steelers, came in at 83.3. Edge defender Charles Harris came in at 78.6 at number 2. Number 3 was Tracy Walker at 76.5. Even though, he ended up going out with what they called a concussion. And some of these injuries or some of those injuries, including his, they're saying it wasn't that serious and they'd expect him maybe to miss a little bit of time, maybe a week or two. But at 4 is our guy, nose tackle Lee McNeil at 74.7. And number 5, Jim's guy, safety Will Harris, 70.3, 70 point, yes, or 73 even. Sorry.
Will.
So shout out to those guys. I really liked. I thought he was having a great game. I don't really know how they grade him out, but Marcus Gilbert, a lot of times, if it was a broken up pass or a play with a good play on a play where it was good cornerback play, it was Marcus Gilbert over there, number 40. So shout out to Marcus Gilbert. Shout out to everybody that made this list. Who do you guys, if there's anybody that didn't make this list, anybody you guys want to shout out?
Definitely DeAndre Swift. I mean, how could he not? I mean, I don't understand it, but I didn't hear his name. So the guy had a hell of a game, averaged almost 4 yards a carry, 33 carries for 130 yards. I mean, I'm not understanding why he's not at the top up on that list. But, I digress. I think that's it. I think Gilbert, really one of the reasons why he had a couple of pass breakups, but that fumble he caused probably shot him up to the top of that list.
Yeah.
One thing, just to answer Curt real quick, how we want to look at the bottom performers. I don't know how he got there, but at number 5 of our worst performers on offense, they had DeAndre Swift. And they said, considering how well Swift performed, this grading caught me by surprise. He did rush for a career best 130 yards, but where he got docked was receiving, dropping 2 passes and did not perform well in pass blocking grading. I thought he stuck his nose in there a few times on some blocking plays, but
Yeah.
What about you, Big Mike?
Hey, who? Deshaun Hand. Deshaun Hand? We had Deshaun Hand sighting in here. And you know what? They played him strictly on the edge, which is surprising because he was a 3-tech, for basically all his career here in Detroit. And they played him on the edge, man. And he looked pretty good. He looked a little athletic, so hey, Deshaun Hand.
Well, if nobody else has anything else, make sure you guys click that like and subscribe button. If you're watching, you're already here. So if you're not subscribed, why ain't you? Go ahead and subscribe. Join us, become a member of either level of members, but join us on Wednesdays at 3:00 for the Gold Members meeting. And what else we got, Curt?
Hey, it's time for us to do what? You know what we do this time? We zip our lip, man, and we talk about what you guys had to say about the last show. And it's time for the comment cards, baby. I got my man Carlos Martin says, one of the weirdest games I've seen. Seems like nobody wanted to win. That's what the announcer said. Is the Steelers secondary so scary that Goff couldn't toss a couple of long-range bombs, or has he lost confidence? You see he underthrew my man Calais Raymond on that deep pass where he had Joe Hayden beat. He just doesn't. I think it was maybe confidence plus the weather, the elements. That just wasn't a good passing environment for him. I think maybe in that dome, that's why he's going to do his best. Check downs. It's going to be in Detroit. So
never a good environment for him.
Yeah, but hey, that's all I got on that.
No, it was definitely weather related. When in one of the group chats when they said it was going to be raining today, it was like, oh shit. So, but they handled it however they handled it. Doug Prince, of course, friend of the show. Doug Prince 72 says, I love the Hawk, but truth be told, Hawk Ebron some of his routes. Even saw Ebron sawing at Hawk on the end of a couple plays. Even the commentator saw it. I don't honestly, man. I thank you for that, Doug Prince. I don't blame Hawk, man. I don't blame Hawk for anything. So if he decides to just take the rest of the season off, I don't blame him because he played real hard the first part of the season. He even got hung out to dry a few times. So whatever. Don't be out there hurting your team, but understandable, Hawk.
I didn't see that.
No comment for that. Yeah. Bubba Bo. No,
me not.
Yeah, I'm going to leave Hawk alone. Bubba Bo said, I would rather start Jack Fox at QB than Jared Goff. Oh, wow. I would rather wow. Okay. I guess. Okay. I would rather start Jack Fox at QB than Jared Goff. Suck it up as usual. On a real note, maybe benching him for one game might give him a thought that he has a fire under his bleep, and he will either try to do well or maybe succeed a little more. That could be possible. I've been saying a long time, man. You got that guy on the bench, the backup quarterback, man, who played 8 games, I believe, 2 years ago. And, so he has a little experience. He has more than Price, so put him in there for a game.
All right, Jameson Hennessy. I love that name because, that's my drink, player. All right, it was 24. He intercepted the ball, and he had now we're talking about the pass interference kind of a tit for tat Jim and I had yesterday about who got called for the pass interference, and it was Amani Oruwariye. He did get an interception, and he got called for the face guarding penalty versus the Steelers on Sunday.
Ayo has been real solid. Like his whole time with us, he hasn't been a dim spot for us. He's always been real solid for us. At least I think so. Parker Lime says, in my opinion, the Lions should go out and sign Eddie Pinheiro to a contract. I'm not familiar who that is. He did really good with the Bears in 2019 and 2020, so it couldn't hurt. Plus, it couldn't be worse than right now. Is he a kicker?
Kicker, yeah.
Yeah, he's a kicker, yeah.
Yeah, bring him in. Let somebody else try to kick, because that was one of the ones that was like nobody's trying to win this game. So, and honestly, I don't blame them, because let's get number one, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to have to revoke Santosa's green card. Paul Tompkins says, the best part of the game was our running back. Our power formation made the Steelers defense look like a bunch of clowns. I just love it. And like I said before, man, hey, we just got to keep it simple, right? We don't have no extravagant players to do none of this and none of that. Let's just keep it simple. Ground and power, run up their throat, throw play action off of it, man, and let's see what we do the second half of the season.
Right. I'm with you on that. Thank you guys for all of those comments. Of course, remember, anytime you're ready, go ahead and leave a comment down there in the comment section. Now, we don't have any trivia today, but we're going to go over to everybody's favorite part of the show, and that's dessert with our man Curt.
All right, Dessert with your man Curt is brought to you by Delightful Bites Cookies, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. So running that football special, baby. You get 4 footballs, 4 helmets, and 4 logos of your favorite team for $35. So go over and check it out. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. Now, I'm doing the salute to service, and my salute to service goes out to Miss Lady. She's over there on Lions Station Unite, so go over and check her out. Her name is V. She is a Navy veteran. Showed some big love, posting herself in the Lions Station Unite app in uniform. So a big shout out to her. So shout out to all of my veterans out there. I did a special Die Hard Den last night with Micro Mike, who's also an Army veteran. So go over there and check that out. But it's always a salute to service month in November. So go over and get yourself some salute to service gear. Like I said, 100% of those proceeds from the sales of those items go to those nonprofit charitable organizations for military veterans. Hey, that's your dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. Now it's time to go over and check out this Wall of Fame, baby. All right, so on this thing, highlighting our bronze members, we got my man Bo Gagrius, Jimbo G, the Flintstone, and he is the king of everything because he's the everything king. For our silver members, we got Nomis J. Go over and check out his channel over there on YouTube. My man brings it. We got the Batman of the 313. We need you to save this season, at least get us 1 win, but that might cost us the #1 draft pick if we do. And we got Mr. Scotty the Bear, the Frenchman, baguettes and all that. For our gold members, we got that meeting tomorrow at 3 o'clock for the gold members. It's still scheduled for right now. We got my man, Mr. Reliable, Michael Huck is always in the building. Just in the D, he holds it down. North End Ken, stay safe on the roadways, my brother. And we got Dominic Davis, and you know who it is, the doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, go ahead and click that Join Now button down in the descriptions. We'll go to our final thoughts for the show. Mike, what you got?
Man, I'm just happy to be back, man. I know I can't get on here full time, man. But man, it just feels so good to be back. I had to take a hiatus because of football season. Which my first football season coaching, man, it didn't end the way I wanted it to, but definitely shout out to those kids, man. They gave it they all. And man, I'm just happy to be back, man. I'm happy to wake up in the morning. And you know, I usually go for a run right now. So, you know, usually I'm jogging down East Michigan right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm taking time out, man, to do what I love, man. Let's talk Lions football. So I'm back.
Yeah, definitely. What you got, Ella?
Well, thank you for. I just want to take a quick welcome back, Mike Jones, big Coach Mike Jones, and maybe that's the Lord's way of keeping you out that cold, man. You know, it's real cold outside, cold bad for your bones. But speedy recovery. Come on back, Jim. Come back fast. Fast as you're allowed to, and feel much better. Got to get you some tea with some honey and some lemon. But of course, on this Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, 2-piece Tuesday. Get you one of those. You can't have a Tuesday without tacos or some kind of good substance, so of course. And as always, be kind and have a great or happy Tuesday.
Hey, you know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl. You're home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. You know I'm going to wrap this thing up. Great time today. Jim, we miss you, brother. Feel better, but we had fun. You know what I'm saying, bringing you this content right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. And shout out to Herman Moore and that team over there at Lions Nation Unite for holding us down and making sure they're spreading the love with the Detroit Lions on the Prowl family. So we really appreciate that. Going forward, I just think that Taylor Decker, hey, you know what I'm saying, prove your worth, man. You know what I'm saying? All you can do is go out there and put it on the field and say, hey, I'm pissed for a reason because I'm doing my job, I'm holding it down. So, because Penei Sewell is holding his own, he's doing his job. So all you got to do is do yours. So with that being said, I'd like to give a big shout out to Lions Nation Unite again, because they quoted me yesterday over there on Twitter. They gave my quote from the end of the show on Twitter. I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. You know, it's always about love, and they showed me some love. And my thing is, with Dan Campbell, here's another good one, leadership one right now, is that a leader's accomplishment are not measured by their own achievements, but by the achievements of those they lead. And that's what Dan Campbell said. I'm going to take control of this team, put my stamp on it, and what we do is going to reflect on me, because my success is your success and your success is my success. So that's what he did by taking charge and calling those plays on Sunday. Hey, like my man LL said, it's Taco Tuesday, it's 2-piece Tuesday. Whatever you're eating for lunch, you know what you got to do. Get that napkin, get that face, you know what I'm saying? Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you do in life, you know what you got to do. You got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you could be. For my fellas, LL and Mike, Jim, get well soon. This is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon.